Thank you. Wow, when you hear your CV being read, you realise how many years you've been living on the planet. I think one thing that wasn't mentioned in my bio, probably not appropriate to mention, is that I come from a family of accountants. My father is a CPA and my sister is a chartered accountant, and I have been subjected to hours of discussions about the merits of one or the other. Needless to say, there was great disappointment in the family when I didn't become an accountant or into the finance sector. And yet tonight has brought much happiness to my family that I can be here tonight to share something of value to you. So I'm here with the Frank team. We're an organisation that works with a number of people across Australia to develop their skills and learning, but mostly our philosophy is around bringing your ideas into action, inspire you to take action. So tonight, really, I'm not going to stand here for an hour talking to you. We're going to have a conversation, hopefully, and also I'm going to ask you to participate in some activities. So it's going to be quite an interactive evening, and I really encourage you to talk to me, talk to people at your table and participate freely. So why are we here tonight? Mentoring. This is a subject that I'm personally very passionate about. And not only have I been the recipient of some brilliant mentoring through my career, very diverse as it is, as you've just heard, I also really enjoy seeing the magic that happens on the mentoring program that I manage for the Women in Banking and Finance, where we pair senior women in banking and finance with very senior mentors, and we take them through a year-long program. So I'm going to bring some of the learning from those experiences tonight. But first of all, I'd really like to get a sense from you guys, just with a show of hands, how many of you have previously been mentored or currently have a mentor? Okay, a few, half, maybe half. How many of you are looking for a mentor and would like to be in a mentoring relationship? Well, fantastic, because that's what we're going to be learning about tonight. How to find your mentor, the what, the who, and the how of mentoring. So, what is it? Well, there are many different types of mentoring. For example, I'll give you a personal example. When I first started at an international environment organisation, Greenpeace, so I was probably only 2 years out of university, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, very passionate about the environment. And I had the technical skills for the job that I was employed to do, but I walked into an organisation where I did not understand the culture. And let me tell you, if it wasn't for this fiery red-headed Scottish woman who took me under her wing and basically decoded the culture of that organisation, I would not have lasted a year. And yet here I was in my dream job, and I couldn't understand what was expected of me or how to actually get things done, how to work the organisation. So this woman took me under her wing and basically helped me along the way. And within 5 years, I was a manager on a campaign, travelling the world. And I'm really indebted to her because she really saw how hard it was as an outsider to come into that organisation. And that's just one example of how mentoring can work. But there are many different benefits. If you're in a career transition, and you need a sounding board of what the industry looks like, there are many ways. That woman who was my mentor at Greenpeace, she ended up becoming my sponsor. Now, does anyone know the difference between what mentoring is and what sponsorship is? Does anyone want to have a guess?
The person who advocates for you during your career.
A sponsor. That's exactly right. So what he said was a sponsor is someone who actually advocates for you, is a person who refers you for positions and speaks has most probably seen your work style, knows what you can do, and is willing to recommend you for positions. But that's not a mentor. A mentor is someone who you go to for their perspective and their advice. They can help you with problems you're facing. And they may have some people they want to introduce you to, but it's not a given. They are sharing their path and their knowledge with you. So I just thought I'd make that clear because I think some people can tend to think that if they have a mentor, they have access to that person's address book, and it may not always be the case.